Alright guys, cryptocurrency market, we're back. You've seen me in the previous video talk about the Bitcoin and basically raise a warning flag suggesting that a technical correction is right around the corner. Now, I brought the IOTA to support that conviction. So basically, if I'm talking about a technical correction on the Bitcoin, I might be referring to technical correction in the rest of the market, right? All of the coins are very highly correlated. It's rare to see any deviation in that correlation. So if we're talking technical correction, we should be expecting that from other fronts. Now, the IOTA just happens to present a pretty compelling case for a potential downside correction. And without me even saying anything about that, you can actually already see what I'm talking about. So if you take a look at well, pretty much the last month, right? Pretty much the last month, I would say, price had began to build up this really nice head and shoulders pattern. I mean, it's not the best looking and the most symmetrical formation, but it's definitely good enough. In fact, it's very good because you have relatively low, right, relatively shallow shoulders with a massive head right in between. And it is a little bit tilted to the upside, but I also would like to mention that we are inside a trading range already. And the fact of the matter is that price was not able to break above 45, 49. Even it did that temporarily. Basically, the head was kind of popping out of that key level, but eventually it wasn't sustainable enough, and it got back and crossed back below. That was the head. Now we've seen the right shoulder under construction. Now we can see what's going down, right? Price is just on that tip of that neckline and is about to break, right? Now, in order for me to actually pull the trigger on a cheeky short position here on the IOTA, I would like to wait for that breakdown. So instead of trying to guess myself, jump the gun, and establish a bearish position right now, in this case, I would actually like to respect that trigger and that neckline, and I wait for a genuine breakout. Now, I say genuine, I mean at least a daily close below, which is visually and decisively, I should say, closing below that neckline, which at this point is roughly around 0.4168. Well, at least for today. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit higher, right? So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the potential here. Once we're going to break down that that pattern, that formation here, breaking that neckline would probably take us all the way to 36.01. Now, you remember this key level already because we've used that as a price target when we came from below about a couple of months ago. So right now we're going to try and use that. Well, we're going to try and reuse it as a price target, but that's of course only if price is going to break that neckline. We're going to try to take a pretty short-term type of move all the way to 36. I think it can happen very quickly, right? So there you go. Another sign of a potential technical correction in the market, this time coming from the IOTA. That's about that for today, guys. And that's about that for this week. Till next time, be well.